Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on something I didn't even think about needing until I saw it, and then yada yada. If you've lived in a hole for a while, lucky you. If not, you'll have seen adverts for Temu everywhere. And one of the things they were advertising was a little portable washing machine that basically is about as useful as, you know, a cup of hot soapy water to do your washing in. It's not great, it's not big, it's not massive, you know, whatever. But I'm also building out our van to be this tiny little sort of camper van, and I thought, well, do you know what, it'd be handy if we had a little washing machine sort of setup that allowed us to wash socks and pants, that kind of thing. So I thought, do you know what, I'll get it. Because of there was a Temu sign up bonusy thing, I got it for, I think it was £2, and that was posted to my door, and it's like £2 is like nothing, you know. So I thought I'll give it a go. At first I thought this is probably a con, I'm gonna pay £2 to get nothing, you know, and I kid you not, in about a week it arrived. Now I've had it in the house for a month and a half, maybe a little bit more. It's just gathering dust because I just haven't had a chance to get around to it for various reasons, but I just thought, let's see if it works for a start, and then I can incorporate that into my van build designs. It just needs to work well enough that hand washing those sorts of things is more of a chore than using that. And that's, you know, I'm not expecting it to take over our home washing machine, or, you know what I mean, but it's worth a try in it. And for £2, you know, I make a video out of it. I might even get my money back. I won't. I will not make that amount on a video. Any hoodly doodlies. Before I get on, I'd just like to thank Joseph and David, my Patreons. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I really appreciate everything you've done for the channel. You know, you will never know just how much I appreciate everything you've done. If you'd like to become a Patreon yourself, pop down in the description. If not, like, comment and subscribe. It genuinely does help. Anyway, let's get on. The other day I had an advert from Temu about this washing machine, and as I am doing a van build for us to like go away camping and stuff in, I thought I'll give it a go, see what happens, and this is the review, so let's unbox it and have a look. Now, I am no way affiliated with this site, etc, etc, etc. I bought this with my own money, and I wanted to see. Number one, this was supposed to be purple, not a good start. This actually cost me a whole £3.95, I believe. I'll tell you more in a second, once I've moved all this noise. This was only bought, well no, I bought it to see what it was like, but they offered a £250 off coupon after I bought all the stuff I bought, which cost, I think it was like 30 something pounds. I thought, if I'm spending £30, I might as well, and then if I can get in £250 off, might as well. Free stuff, you know. You now only get the £250 worth of stuff if you then spend a large quantity of money. It's money off, so 10% off if you spend this amount, 20% off if you spend this amount. So basically a con, but it's all good. Well, you actually get the adapter. It's 12 volts, which means I can run this from the van when I've done it all. One sheet of paper for the instructions, and now I'm not dissing that because I often find that instructions are way too detailed, like this. This is for one battery that I did a review on recently. Again, something I bought, but that's one battery. And this, believe it or not, is one battery and the charger. Yeah, so I'm not bothered by how thick the item is, it's how much information it displays and how much it, you know, tells you. So I'm going to read this and I'll be back. Okay, first sentence I read, the washing machine of, first remove lid. I think this is Chinglish, and I think what I mean by that is this is directly translated from Chinese to English without a translator if that makes sense. They've used a translation program that hasn't worked very well, and I think this is going to be awful. So I think sometimes huge amounts of information are better than no information, but I'm judging prematurely. Let's have a look. Okay, I wasn't judging prematurely. Jeezy crazy. The washing machine of first remove lid, file handle, then the opposite hand pressure bottom, not by hand pressure pulsator, placed pressure caused pulsator deformation. First handle hard, after wash hard, machine will be folding bucket. The washing machine fold, first remove lid, both hands hold the box on the washing machine. Then the downward force folding bucket back into folding step by step. I genuinely, after reading this, have less knowledge than I did before. This photo, plug in the hole, drain. This photo is more like illustrative than anything else. I thought I was going to be wrong by pulling that. Okay. Well, that obviously goes on here. That is one hell of a washing machine. Look how much room you got. But you've got to expect little things from little packages. Actually, sorry, I'm quite short. Scrap that. Anyway, let's have a look at the front of this puppy. Is this buttons or is this just my imagination? Are they buttons? Yes. Function keys. This one here is 2 minutes semi-dehydration. I think that's the drying cycle. Standard 10 minutes and 15 minutes soft, and then long press for 2 seconds to start or stop. Okay, and that obviously is to drain it. Okay, that's harder than it looks to get in. Do you know what? I'm not unhappy with it, don't get me wrong, the instructions are awful. But I think, you know, it's a washing machine. You put stuff in and then it spins stuff around. So let's give it a go. Okay, so I think it's about time we actually try this out. It's been months since I got this now. It's actually got dust on it. I've been so busy with other things, I haven't had a chance. But I'm gonna plug it in and turn it on. Hang on. And we're just gonna see what it's like, see what the sound levels are, etc. Put the drum in as well. I think this is 12 volts, isn't it? Because if this works okay, then I will do this as a bit of the van conversion and have it as a little place for, you know, emergency washing, you know. Kid falls in a puddle, that kind of thing. Not that our kids are morons and always fall in puddles, of course. Sorry, kids. Right. So, as before I mentioned, there are buttons, or button, is it? Yeah, there's buttons. 10 minutes standard wash, 15 minutes soft wash, 2 minutes semi-dehydration. I assume that's spin. And then switch, long press for 2 seconds to start and stop. Okay. Hoping it doesn't just start up. Nope. Okay. So it beeps. And I'm just going to press long and press and see what happens. Oh, okay. Right, hang on. I'm not going to leave it on too long because I don't want to mess it up. But let's put the... So 74 decibels. And about 80 when it's open. That isn't too bad, to be honest. I'd be surprised by the speed if it's anywhere near that speed when it's filled with water. But what I think I'm going to do is get something and see about washing it. Okay, I've got this microfiber cloth. I'm going to go in the garden and I'm going to cover it in mud. And then give it a good smooch in, and I know that's a word definitely for this, and I'm going to crumble it all up and get it all so it's deeply penetrated, let's say, and then I'm going to plump in here, and I think I said plump, I'm going to chuck it in here, and I'm going to put in some warm water and some washing powder. I might even use fairy liquid, something like that, just because it'll be what you have on the road. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And chuck it in, see how it washes it, and then dries it as well. Here is our now microfiber cloth. It's squished in as best as I can in some places, but you know, this isn't the best test. But I'm going to chuck it in here. And I'm going to get some water, and I'm going to just use fairy liquid, I think. But I'm going to boil the kettle, but not fully. I'm just going to use actual hot water from the kettle. It'll be easier for me. Okay, so I've warmed up the kettle. I haven't filled it. I haven't boiled it or anything. I should really have done more water, shouldn't I? Right, I'll do some more. Okay. Again, it's just warm water, not too hot. I'm going to put in a bit of dish soap. I'm hoping that that doesn't make it overflow, you know. Okay, that'll do. Plug it in. And we'll press that and that. Right, now to empty it out, and then we'll put it on its little, I don't know, it's, what was it called? It's semi-dehydration spin. Wow, look at the colour of that. A load of mud came out first. Not that you can see on camera, but the water is a murky colour. When the water companies be working on your pipes kind of colour. That's cool. I turned it on its side to get the rest of it out, but there was no more pressure. You know, like when you turn it on its side and more will come out. There wasn't, so they've done that quite well. You know, it flows out the right amount. Okay, we're back in the workshop, and there's still an awful lot of soap bubbles, but I noticed there's a lot of the mud still in the soap bubbles, so that might have skewed the results, to be honest. Using dish soap may not have been the wisest idea. Whoa. So now this is supposed to be stuck down, but I haven't got anything to stick it down on yet, so I'll hold it. Do you know what? Let's find something heavy. Okay, I'll be back once it's finished. Not sure how well I'd say that worked. Yeah. I just don't think it spins fast enough. But I'll hang it out and we'll have a look at how much is still in it rather than, just on it. Because I do concede that some of the mistake was mine by having too much bubbles and stuff in there from the dish soap. Right, so that's what it's come in like now. It's much, much better than it looked when I took it out. But I think because I used a microfiber cloth, all of the bits of like mud and stuff had just got stuck on it from the actual, just literally in the fibres, and then just hanging it out on the line to dry. That's basically knocked it all off. So to be honest, it did a pretty good job considering it cost about £3.50 or something. I don't know how much they are to buy full price, but I think that was a welcoming gift kind of price. But I got to say, I'm not unhappy with that. That's something that we're going to have in the van that's for doing, socks, pants, that kind of stuff. Nothing major. You ain't going to put a few pairs of jeans in there, especially not my size. But yeah, I'm not unimpressed with that. Okay, so there you go. As I say, I didn't expect it to, replace the washing machine or the tumble dryer or any of those sorts of things. But I think it works well enough. I think it's okay. It's not fantastic. I don't know how long the motor will last in it. But it works okay. I'm not unhappy with it, and I will be adding it into the designs of the van, but I will make it so that it's something that I can remove from it in case it does break one day and have something that will go there in its place. But yeah, I just thought, it's something that's sort of functional. It works okay. It's nothing fantastic, but it works. So that's going in the build. Anyway, thanks again to Joseph and David. You guys are amazing and I really appreciate it. And as I said, if you'd like to join them and become a Patreon, pop down in the description. Other than that, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.